There it goes. Hey guys, welcome back to Cetv. This is DM Alex coming at you with the live show for this week of May 14th. Guys, we had a lot of new stuff come in this week. We had new comics, new games, new board games. We've got new miniatures, new stuffies. We've got a ton of new stuff on the shelf today. I'm going to go over a little bit of it, but you need to come in and see what all we've got because I just can't possibly go over every last little thing that we've got coming in. I think over 200 sets of new dice in the display. But anyways, so let's jump right into it. First off, the big one this week, in comics at least, was Geiger issue number 2. The way I had one of our comic subscribers explain it to me, which made me just a little bit more excited about it, is if you're a fan of Fallout, this is basically the story of a glowing one. And it's pretty cool. It takes place in the desert, just like, I believe, Fallout 3 or New Vegas is right. Fallout New Vegas. So if you want to see some really cool, not Fallout, but looks like Fallout comic and some really amazing art. Again, this is by Jeff Johns. You've seen him. He did Flashpoint for DC and a bunch of other DC stuff. Geiger is definitely something to check out. Geiger, this is issue number 2, so you're still new enough you can actually get in on the series this week and pick up the story from where it's taken off at. But pretty cool stuff going on, so that's Geiger issue number 2. So enjoy that. On to games, because we had a lot of cool games come in. The first one I want to talk about is Dungeon Drop. This is really, really neat. So basically, it's a roguelike dungeon, but it's played as a board game. And what makes this a roguelite is there is no board that you set up. It's consisting of a bunch of multicolored jewels and gems. And what you do is you grab up all the jewels and gems. They represent loot or monsters or encounters. You're going to hold them above the table at about 6 inches to 12 inches, and you drop them. And wherever they scatter to, that's what the dungeon is. And then you play the character, and your job is to get in there, kill the monsters, grab the loot, get back out. So every time you play, you're guaranteed a different game. So Dungeon Drop, that's on the shelf. Pretty neat stuff. We've got 2 copies of it right now, but we'll be getting more. So definitely check this out. Other games. Aliens. I know it's backwards, guys. Aliens is definitely a new board game, and you are exactly what the Alien movies are. You are a group of salvagers made up of a bunch of different things, engineers, botanists, space marines, and you are on a wreck, and you're trying to figure out what has happened. And what happened is, xenomorphs. Along with the main board game, which is a co-op survival game, we've got all of the expansions and all of the minis. So if you just want to come in and get just a pack of xenomorphs to use in whatever game you're playing, we've got those on the shelf right now. So that's pretty cool. And the xenomorphs aren't all the same sculpt. They're not all the same. Let's see if I can get close there. They're not all the same size. They've got just a bunch of different poses and stuff. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And in preparation for the new movie coming out, we have Dune back on the shelf. So if you want to make sure the spice flows and find out what's going on with these sandworms, we have Dune back on the shelf. Come by and pick it up before the movie. Other games, last night was our board game night. We had a terrific turnout. I think the favorite that was played, we started off with Ultimate Werewolf, and that is always a big hit. Everybody loves Werewolf. It's easy. It's fast to get into. Doesn't take hardly any knowledge whatsoever to play the game, so it's a lot of fun. But that actually wasn't the favorite. I think the favorite ended up being Coup. Which we played several rounds of that. Coup was a whole lot of fun. And if you've never played Coup before, it's the same idea. It's a hidden roles game. And it's a lot of bluffing, and you have ways of getting people out. And the end goal is to be the only person left in power by not revealing all of your roles. Pretty neat, pretty fun. We will do another board game night in a month. So it'll be sometime in June. So be looking forward to that. Events that we still have left for this month, we have our Paints and Pints that's going to be on the 23rd, which is 2 Sundays from now, and it will be, I believe, from 6:30 until 8:30, and it is a bring your own beverage, or we have beverages here, of course, but we are going to have a bunch of miniatures that you can paint. We have some right now. I think we only have 3 of the box sets left that actually include everything you need, which is the brushes, the paint, the water jar, the mini, which if you've been following our Facebook post, then we've listed all of that stuff, and it'll be Vallejo paints, which to me, Vallejo is probably the best paints when it comes to miniatures. So if you're interested in learning how to paint a miniature, this will be a good opportunity to do so. Also, if you don't want to paint the dire troll, but you still want to participate, we are going to have people who are experienced painters on hand to actually help kind of guide you through painting whatever miniature you want to bring with you. And we'll have, speaking of miniatures, we restocked miniatures this week. So we have everything that we were missing before, and then everything that was new this month. We've got new miniatures on the shelf. So if you don't want to paint the dire troll and you don't have a mini that you have at home that you want to get painted for a character or whatever, we have a bunch of new miniatures, so stop on by and pick up a new one. What else have we got? Oh, speaking of miniatures, we have only one of these, but we actually got the Sapphire Dragon back in. This is a really awesome giant mini, as you can see, but it's made out of this translucent blue plastic, so you can actually kind of see through the dragon. Very, very cool collection, cool to add to your collection or to throw at a party. So the glittering Sapphire Dragon will still be on the shelf, hopefully for the rest of today, unless somebody comes in and grabs it shortly. Some of the other stuff we've got is somebody was asking about it, so we found them and got them in. But we have owl bears back in. So we've got the Snowy and your regular forest owl bear. Come in and check those out. Grab one while you're here. Some of the other stuff that we've got, let's see, I think I've covered just about everything. New role-playing game that came in. If you're a fan of the Talisman board game, we actually have the Talisman role-playing game now. So instead of playing on a board and all that, you're still doing the same things, but as a party in a Talisman setting, and it's not a D20 setting. It's not a D20 system. I mean, it's actually a 3D6 system. So that's pretty interesting stuff there. The other event that we have is on the 27th of this month, which is the Thursday following the Paints and Pints. We'll actually be doing a How to Play D&D 5th edition day again. So that's going to be an introductory 2-hour event where we teach people how to play 5th edition. We provide everything for you. All we need you to do is just show up, bring a friend if you want to, or bring those people that you already know how to play, but they've been kind of talking about it and they want to get into it. This is the perfect time for them to learn how to play. It's a very simple, straightforward learning process. And if you've played 5th edition, you know 5th edition is a lot of fun and it's easy to get into. So we've got that taken care of. I believe that's everything. I don't think I'm missing anything. Covered, yeah, I think that's everything. So yeah, guys, stop on by, come and see me. We've got plenty of cool stuff on the shelf. Gundams, we do have Gundams on the shelf. We have a bunch of other different types of robots and mechs and figurines that you can find in the same kind of Gundam style as far as models go. So if you're looking for those, we've got everything from entry grade to perfect grade. I believe if you're looking for, Unicorn or Seven Swords, we actually do have the perfect grade versions of those as well. Other than that, guys, it's been a blast. I look forward to seeing you this weekend. You'll see me soon if you come by today. Otherwise, I'll be here tomorrow, probably around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, somewhere around in there. And I'll be playing D&D, so if you would just want to see a game played, and you want to see DM Alex actually doing what DM Alex does best, then stop in and watch me destroy the monsters and grab all the loot. And probably foul up somebody's plan. Guys, this is DM Alex. I appreciate you tuning in with me, and I will see you next week, if not sooner.